Phoenix came out of Big D with their win streak intact while collecting their second road victory of the season. But it's right back to work tonight with a return home and a date with a reigning Eastern Conference champion, Indiana Pacers. And we've got it for you here on Arizona's Family Sports.
Long time together, you're around each other all the time through the good and the bad. And if you have enthusiasm and happiness in your locker room, you got to keep it.
O'Neal trying to jam up Nembhard, fires away on the three. Has shot the three ball poorly this season, but loose ball kicks it back and a tip in.
Offensive rebound to start the game.
Tony Bradley credited with that one. Brooks on the drive. Tough lead. In some ways, this Indiana team and their offense will somewhat resemble what the Suns are doing, which is just constant activity and movement. So Nembhard trying to stay attached to Booker. Swings it across now to Allen. The drive inside to Nesmith. And Grayson Allen is just making a...
You pay attention to him.
8-year vet out of North Carolina. Here's Nembhard working outside. Sidestep three on the way. You see the aggressiveness paying dividends here early. A 7-0 Pacers run. Brooks, quick pull for three. Gets the shooter's bounce. So
have all year.
And not surprisingly, that's been the recipe for the short run of the season. Is Nembhard able to clock here? Pocket pass inside. Brooks had it. Tapped away. Controlled by Booker. On the drive. Glides inside.
And so, yeah.
Sidestep jumper on the way. Booker. Walker stepping out. Sets up Brooks. Stings him with a three. Awaits the double team. Gillespie. Cross to Brooks. Dillon. Tough spin. It doesn't matter. Coming back the other way for the Suns on the miss. Season high 13 last night. Beautiful pocket pass as Oso. One of their last 10 from the field. Booker coming back on the floor. Straightaway three from Allen. The ring. Allen gets the screen. Continues the drive. Floats it up. Gets it in.
Given him. And it's based on his off-season workout.
Allen with a ball fake. Drops it off inside.
For Grayson, he is able to get to the rim.
Kicks it out to O'Neal. Royce on the drive. Glides inside. Won't get it. Oso. Donald's trying to stay attached to him. Off to Allen. Little dribble hesitation. Working baseline. Bounce pass feed. Gillespie sets up in the corner. Goodwin back out of the floor. Working against Monte Morris. Goodwin spins inside. High off the window. How about that?
And finding the open shot.
Brooks, big opening quarter. The drive on Robinson Earl. Cross the paint. Brooks working outside. Robinson Earl trying to stay in front of him. Dillon on the drive. Fades on the baseline. Oh, how about that one? Nembhard on the drive. Tough runner off the glass. Brings it up the floor. Jump stop. Gets back with the right hand. Tough drive inside. It gets the roll the other way. Brooks, sidestep three.
Well, I spoke to Dillon Brooks about the team's three-point shooting and how they're able to generate so many open looks. And he said, really, it's the spacing with what coach puts.
Booker sets a screen. Drive, kick, done, hit.
Suns to really put their foot on them in this quarter.
Brooks probing the defense. Off balance drive with the finish and the foul.
I kick back all the time when people talking about, oh, you played the night before. So what? Basketball.
Booker looking for 2 for 1 and registered. Nesmith working off the screen, gets it out to Nembhard. Led their scoring attack with 16 in the first half. Booker, quick drive down the floor, kicks it out to O'Neal. Squares, fires, and hits. First, what happened? And Gillespie in the backcourt nearly had the steal. Yeah. Royce says, well, looks like I'm going to have to take over. As Nick Richards says, get it? Malawatch with the rebound. Goodwin gets the screen, pulls for three. Yes. Gillespie on the drive, floats the pass across right wing to O'Neal. Gets back to the left hand, the spin, and the finish. Rolls Royce. A right quad contusion. Quick inbound. Shepard gets the look from the corner.
The wrong guy to be.
Closes down on him. 4 on the shot clock. Brooks muscles his way on a baseline turnaround. Swings a pass across. Walker's got it. Nembhard on the drive inside. Boy, great on-ball defense there by Richards, but 5 more shot attempts right now than the Suns. Goodwin gets a clean look. Stick. Big put back there for Goodwin. Oso with the defensive gem. Gets the steal. Booker, nobody around him. Pulls for 3. Got it.
This might be a heat check.
Gets the screen. Sees an opening. Glides inside. Walker squares and fires. Won't get it. Rebound Booker. 4th rebound to go along with his 5 assists. Booker on the drive. Siakam on the turn. Won't get it done. Leaping high for the rebound. Good defense that time by Isaiah Livers. Booker pulls for 3. Running right hand hook. Another rebound for Booker. Feeding Oso. Goes inside. Why not? Siakam, great on-ball defense by Dunn, and then avoids. 3-time All-Star, most improved back in 2019. Booker with a crossover, glides inside with the finish and a little. The drive won't get the finish, tapped out. McConnell there, out to Nembhard. Steps in from the corner, McConnell for that set shot. Said it a couple times, but best all-around game for Oso. And right on cue, young fella. With the block.
Well, again, this is this kind of game, though. Wide open game. You know, guys are going small.
With a crossover and the float game in it.
Dillon Brooks.
Walker, 2 on the shot clock. Walker splits the defense, comes in too hot. As Suns' other rookie, Kamon Malawash goes inside, and Oso makes the reservation. Hayes Davis with a deflection. Morris got up in the air, got rid of it out to the rookie Peter. Flashes one home and counting. We appreciate you staying with us here to close this round. As Goodwin with a steal. Passing up the floor. Livers gathers. Flies in and hammers it home. Here is Jordan Goodwin. Cannot say enough about these last 2 games as Rasheer Fleming gets inside.
That is so powerful when you have your teammates up and they're not sitting over there with ice bags on or nothing like that.
Man run. Gets the contact. Tracked down there by Peter. Shepard will try his hand at the 3-ball. 3-point shot.
No.
Shepard on the drive, and man said, no.
I mean, really?
I might be a rookie, but final 126 is Huff. Throws it down on the Suns rookie. An impressive outing, the back-to-back. Suns will make it 5 straight. They'll improve to 8-5, 6-1 here on the home floor. Devin Booker with 33. Dillon Brooks will join Amanda here shortly. A 32-point night